You gotta do it, Tim. Hello, everyone! Welcome back to some more Let's Play System Shock 2 with the Sec mod and Randomized. Viewer, I like to say a quick summary of the last video before we did the standard looking at our statistics and what have you. But I'll be honest with you, viewer. I don't remember what happened in the last video. Because this is not the last video that I recorded. As you maybe saw, we're going to talk about this for like 3 minutes and then we'll do the standard stuff. As you saw from the loading screen, I'm at 16 hours and 50 minutes into the game. But I am reloading the game at the 12-hour mark, just about. This is because Destruction42K noticed that there was a resolution change from the last between part 10 and part 11. And I did not notice this happen. You see, viewer, 2.5 weeks ago, I moved this computer that I am recording with in my bedroom to the living room. So I could have all of my Dungeons & Dragons related stuff in the living room to play Dungeons & Dragons with my friends and family. And it turns out, wouldn't you know it, of course I knew this, that even though my television out there is a much larger screen than my monitor, it doesn't support the resolution that this monitor of mine supports. I mean, I did buy that TV screen like 15 years ago. So at some point, while I was, I think, waiting to start the campaign, I must have fired up this game. So what happened? And yes, we're dropping the noisy pistol out here, so I don't have to listen to it. What happened was that the game launched and then set the resolution that it had to the maximum resolution the game could support on that TV, which was 1680 by 1080. However, OBS, when I brought the game back here, it still kept that resolution, but OBS is set to always output the game at the resolution that my monitor supports, because that's obviously what I'm playing the game at. Why would I play the game at a lower resolution? And that is 3440 by 1440. And what this resulted in is that the game took up less canvas space on the recording, I don't want to say screen, that's the wrong thing to say. But what you got was the result you saw with big blocky blackness all around the centered video. And I did not notice this was happening. I did not notice the better resolution here. It all looked the same to me, which is bad for me, while I was recording the game, but it looked very different on the recording. Now, to make it even more confusing to me, when I was looking at the problem after Destruction42K mentioned it, is that if you go and look at the resolution size of the video by looking at the properties, it tells you it's 3440 by 1440 when you record, because it is. But the game, once again, what the canvas captured was a much smaller portion of that. So, okay, well, now that I know that's the problem, how do I fix it? Well, viewer, there's no way to fix it. We have two choices. I upload the videos I've got recorded in the resolution, the lower resolution that they are, or I re-record the next 5 videos. And to be fair, I don't mind doing the re-record. Although I am currently out of sorts. I do not know what we're doing. So with that in mind, let's now do the summary. We have 5 points in strength, with 1 extra point, 6 being granted because of our brawn boost. We have 3 points in endurance, 1 point in psionics, 3 points of agility, and 4 points in cybernetic affinity. We have the Sharpshooter and Tinker OS upgrades. Wow, we haven't found the third one of these yet. Okay. We have Hack, Repair, Modify, Maintenance. Oh, wow. We have all these. But what levels are they, Tim? We have 4 in Hack, 4 Repair, 3 in Modify, 4 in Maintenance, and 2 points in Research, with level 2 software for everything but Research. We have 5 points of Standard Weaponry and 4 points of Heavy Weaponry currently. That's interesting. I have a chance to make things right then. Okay, viewer. We also have... how many cyber modules? We have 3 cyber modules and 506 nanites currently. Wow, we're poor at this moment. Alright, so... I think we're on deck 5 currently. If we haven't yet walked up there, then we're about to do that. But I think we did that in the last episode briefly. Okay, we also have a shoddy... Alright, we have a shoddy smart gun assault rifle waiting for our use. And looks like that's about it. Okay, so... the first thing we're going to do is drop our recoilless pistol. We're no longer going to be using it. It's a wonderful weapon. I like that it's recoilless very much. But we can probably get away now with using our perfect assault rifle. And it's fully modded, with reduces kickback drastically, effectively making it recoilless, double the clip capacity, and increase damage by 15%. I want the extra space, is really what it boils down to. Next, I figured out that I have had a bound hotkey to auto-swap my weapon's firing mode this entire time that I wasn't using. That will come in really handy going forward. Next, I want to warn you, I'm going to ask you guys a question as to what I should do and where I should put my points in next. This is very rare while my uploads actually reach the spot where you guys are commenting on them. Or rather, they're in tandem at the moment. They're synchronized. Because I was 6 videos ahead of you guys originally, and there was nothing I could do to alter any of the way I was playing the game because it was too late. But now I'm back, so I can get your guys' input as to what I should do next. The Smart Gun Heavy Assault Weapon takes 6 standard weapons to equip. It also takes 6 maintenance to repair, which means we're not going to be firing it unless we take 6 repair as well. 6 maintenance. Sorry, not 6 repair, 6 maintenance. Because we don't ever want this to break, or it's going to be kind of expensive for us to keep repairing it. We also will eventually find a fusion cannon. That requires 6 heavy, but we can repair it with a 4 maintenance. What should I do? Should we grab the 6 in standard weapons and then the 6 in maintenance? Or should we now go focus on heavy weapons and then just start using the fusion cannon when we get that? I will let you guys decide. If it's a tie, then I will do what I had done in my other playlist and try to do both equally, which means we won't do either immediately. It'll take a while to use both of the weapons because of how I awkwardly discovered I had taken standard weapon 6 and then realized I can't fire the weapon. I'm sorry, I can't repair the weapon, and I was like, we're not firing it if I can't repair it. And then I started working on heavy weapons because I found a fusion cannon. Anyway, let me know. Once again, the choice is, do we go for heavy weapon 6 and be completely content with that and try out the fusion cannon and maybe grab maintenance 6 later on, or do we rush this weapon and grab standard 6 and maintenance 6 going forward? Next, viewer, I have fired the prism grenades, and they are I am not impressed. I think I would honestly rather have the 5 nanites than using a single prism grenade. That said, we'll still use them. To make... Well, we can take the napalm, we have a flamethrower? Oh, we don't have a flamethrower yet, either? Oh, no, the flamethrower is downstairs. Okay. We're gonna go re-grab the flamethrower. Sorry, this is a bunch of stuff I had done in the previous recordings that now we are redoing. Okay. Now, I have made napalm grenades with the Tinkerer trait as well. And in my opinion, the napalm grenades are wonderful, but they're very expensive napalm-wise to create them. So, with both of these things said, I am unaware of anything else we can do with template grenades. I don't think we can make a standard grenade out of them. We cannot. So we can't turn hand grenades into standard grenades with them. And we can't make, to my knowledge, fusion grenades, disruption grenades or EMP grenades either with them. So I'm just going to recycle these because we're not going to be using any Tinkerer crafting for our grenades. If we weren't interested in using the flamethrower, and let's say we took just enough heavy to only use the grenade launcher, then this would give us an option to convert the napalm rounds into something we would use. But because I intend to use the flamethrower, we're not going to use template grenades to make incendiary grenades, and I'm not going to use them to make prism-filled. I honestly would rather have the 5 nanites. Viewer, I'm sorry, Mod. I'm sorry to Voodoo. Was it Voodoo 47? I'm sorry, sir, but I don't like the prism grenades. They don't do anywhere near the damage I need them to do. And this is not modified at all. Okay, that's good to know. So let's go ahead and fix that to start. So we'll go ahead and... So, okay, this is an interesting weapon. I feel like we probably don't really need the damage increase. I really just want to set things on fire with this weapon. It already doesn't do that much damage. So I think what we're going to take is the double clip capacity, if we can, to start. Then we're going to go ahead and grab the muzzle velocity, so we fire out of it fast. That's the speed at which it leaves. I think double fire rate's what we want. And we'll give it a use. And we'll see if you guys like it. And you guys can tell me what you think about this weapon. We might as well repair it. Okay. And I think we're good to go. Let's go ahead and get it. Well, not quite. Let's go ahead and recharge our equipment again. And then we'll head on up to deck 5. I'd put a cut here, but I can't do that because of OBS. OBS is giving me lots of trouble, viewer, with how it works. My goodness. I miss fraps. Why can't things be simple? To be fair, OBS is simple. I'm just making mistakes and I don't understand fully the consequences of some of the actions I have when I do those actions. Okay. Oh, what's my research, by the way? It was 2? It was 2. Okay. Alright, well, to deck 5. We have not been here before. Well, there was one alive guy there for half a second. But he's gone now. He said, "Holy shit, who are you?" And then he ran off. He actually said some other things, but I did not even notice him at first.
Access needed.
And we're not going that way.
Your colleagues
have managed to set up a transmitting station in the athletic sector of this deck. The transmitter is intended to send a message to the Earth to warn them of the events that have occurred in this ship. However, it will also draw power away from Xerxes, making him vulnerable to my will. Once you do this, I will control the primary data loop. The annelids are unaware of its presence, but guard the area for their own purposes. Find the transmitter and activate it.
Alright, there we go. Shorten doesn't care one whit about warning the Earth about what's happening out here. She cares that she can weaken Xerxes and then take control of the ship from that AI. Just in case I did have stuff left to do. I think we're all done with Deck 4. We'll probably have to go back to Deck 4 briefly and double check that I didn't leave anything there, because I don't remember if we hacked all the crates there or not. Oh, that's a bit awkward. I'd run away from the camera. Oh, viewer, I also apologize if I am re-recording the last part again. I don't think I am. But I might be. I guess, in that case, you guys get to see me do this again. Maybe I am re-recording it again? I can't check at this point, so we're gonna soldier forward. And if it turns out that I am re-recording the same part as again, as what I have just done, then we will just delete the older video from the playlist, the one that was messed up, and keep this one. A terrible pistol, but it has 11 bullets in it. This must have been some sort of triage they had been using during their battling against the annelids. Yeah, absolutely. Okay, nice. We can regenerate on this deck.
Okay, Delacroix. Yang and I have got the transmitter almost ready to go. Once it's up and running, we'll be able to warn Earth. Frank split up the transmitter code and uploaded it to a number of art display terminals throughout this deck. Just cycle through the art and you'll find a piece of the code. I don't think the worms will spot this. I don't figure they got much of an interest in the Great Masters.
So in order to send the message, we have to know what code it is to activate the transponder, or the, whatever it is. And so to do that, though, we don't know what the code is, and they've hidden the code we need in various art display terminals throughout this deck. Now, I assume that the code doesn't change, so I don't need it to actually find it. I remember what it is. Oh, hello! I hate the pool cue so much! I hate this weapon! I should have tested it before I went ahead and used a chemical grafter and Osiumed it. 10 prisms. 40% difficulty, 3 ice nodes. We are not hacking that. Not yet, at least.
The
The eggs we found near the observation chambers are different from the ones in Hydro. They release some kind of disgusting flying swarming thingies. Bullets don't do anything. Bullets, for Christ's sake. I never even fired a gun before this morning.
Standard 5, everyone, with an upgraded assault rifles, enough to detonate monkeys. We're using explosive rounds. I don't know if we've seen red monkeys before. Just in case we haven't, they're a little different now, obviously, than the blue monkeys. The blue monkeys use cryokinesis, so we'll nickname those crunkies. And these ones use pyrokinesis, so these are punkies. Yep, that's what we're going with. And it hurts to be hit by a fireball. You wouldn't think so. But it's pretty bad. It is pretty bad.
Okay, I got the ARC terminals wired up to display the fragmented dish alignment for the transmitter. I've also rigged up the tower to set off a security alert in case somebody else tries to tamper with it. I'm headed there right now to start the transmission. Hey, who's that? Juan? Marie?
Oh, viewer, that's interesting. This one had one of the codes in it, and now it doesn't. I wonder if... So, the randomizer must be moving the codes around. I wonder if it also changed what the codes are. That'd be kind of cool if it had done that. Even with the expert tech, we get this down. Actually, I guess we can equip it really quick. This becomes 35% difficulty with 3 ice nodes. That's a little too risky. So we will want to level our hack once. Or find some hacking software to make that easier. And we will want Cyber 5 at some point to help us with that.
The lights near the basketball court keep fritzing out. I think the humidity from the pool next door is a real problem. If it happens when I'm not there, try resetting the circuit from the breaker by the pool. You think someone needs to call a tech?
I don't know what's going on around here, and I don't want to know. I'm not here for the glory of the stupid company. I'm just supposed to make sure the replicators are running. And now people are dying. We've got to turn this ship around and go home. God, get me the hell out of this place.
She doesn't sound too really panicked about it. Alright, one last, I guess my final statement on the voice acting for the game. Because I have said, I think...
Please make your selection.
...out loud that it's not the best. They did the best they could with what they had. And I think many of the voice actors we hear, I think were the programmers, or people who worked for the company directly and the game at the time. We could hear the voices for, like, Garrett and the guards in that game as well. So, I appreciate what they have done. I really do. That's a grenade launcher that guy had. And some free standard grenades.
Mon petit, there is something you should know about. I have received information from some form of artificial intelligence that is calling itself Shodan. Yes, Shodan. Wherever this intelligence actually came from, it has a terrible grudge against these annelids and has saved my life more than once. Shodan has told me that there is a UN operative aboard the ship, armed to the hilt and equipped with R-grade cyber implants. Strange bedfellows, eh?
Well, speaking of the fusion cannon, there it is. In good condition, nonetheless, as well.
Stay out of the mall if you can. It crawls.
Alright. Let's go back downstairs to our supply.
This is Xerxes. The Deck 5 shopping area will be closed until further notice. We apologize for the inconvenience. The family of the many grows with every passing moment. Glory to the flesh. Glory to the mass.
Another expert tech on this guy. We will not need a second. We also do not need the fusion cannon carried with us. Can we actually use it, Tim? No. Heavy 6. Oh! The fusion cannon says it needs a heavy 4 to be used in the tooltip. I'm sorry, no it does not. Strength of 4, heavy 6. Right. Okay. I have never actually used the fusion cannon. I don't know how many prisms it requires, nor what upgrades we should take for it if we decide to use it. But there it is as an option for us. Okay, so... Alright, let's get ourselves recharged. As long as we're doing inventory stuff, we'll grab 10 more prisms. We're not ever going to use the status field generator because I don't particularly care about just immobilizing something. I want to kill it. And I'm decent enough at dodging that I don't care about immobilizing a target. It's more inventory space that weapon consumes. And we're gonna kill the creature anyway. I guess it would let us swap to this weapon, a melee weapon, to do the deed. I'm still not sold on, where did we go, Tim? Let's go this way. I'm still not sold on using it. I feel like if you're gonna go down the heavy line, like you don't really want to end at the status field generator. I apologize, viewer. I'm doing way too much talking. Supposed to be making this a little creepy this time around, Tim.
Little ones need a lot of care. Little ones need lots of meat to grow big and strong. Some
Little ones need... Nope. Creepy, Tim. Not funny.
Hi there. Please make your selection.
This is the most real-life accurate vending machine in the game. We are at the theater at the moment. This vending machine only sells snacks.
Hi there. Please make your selection.
A bag of chips is 100 nanites. It is very expensive for anything you want to purchase here. Hacking it is very difficult, so we will not be making the attempt until we get Cyber 5 and get our hacking software up a rank. Six cyber modules hidden behind that egg.
Forget about land grants. Forget about media. Forget about patents. What we found on Tau Ceti will change everything. I've instructed the Von Braun to change course. and return to Earth. Captain Diego is in complete accord with this decision. I know that you are skeptical by nature, Miri, but I know once you embrace our discovery, you and the entire board will come over to our way of thinking.
It's such a sinister way to phrase that they'll all be mind-controlled or be unable to resist the call of the many to do what they want. Oh, very nice. 30 nanites, 6 standard rounds, and 60 flamethrower fuel. There's a camera and a gun turret around the corner. Is there... There is there's a security thing here. Let's see if we can maybe hack the turret. But we'll need to deactivate the security first.
Security system offline.
We learned that if we don't hack the camera, this is going to attack the camera if it can see it.
Unit M434 compromised.
I've just killed some kind of spider. I don't know, but it bit me. And now I'm sick. I'm down to my last med hypo. Come quick, Tommy. Come quick.
Poor girl. That was a scramble grenade down there. It's a nice thing to find. Nice. 6 of each type of shotgun shell, which is to say standard and anti-personnel, and a cyber module.
Unit P012 compromised.
EMP rifle. We don't need that. These must be jail cells. That was a nasty surprise. Oh, well, they give us the medical activation key. It's a good place to probably use one of them.
This is Xerxes. Tri-Optimum reminds you that there are only 163 shopping days until Christmas. An extra work security system twice a week can give you the spending money you need. to make this holiday a very special one.
I think there was a fusion cannon on that guy. There's another combat bot there. That one's armed with a laser rifle. They're not messing around. They don't want anyone stealing anything from this area. No fixing this vending machine. Just 6 bullets in that one. Some iridium. Nice thing to find. If we feel like we have enough money for a chemical grafter, we could actually... I'm going to keep calling it enchant. We could enchant the power armor we have to reduce its energy drain.
Why don't I just make a bonfire and throw all my nanites on it? Last night with Nikki was amazing. Hollow woman, real woman, you gotta love technology. But I must have left all my nanites in her room, in the central sim center. What a maroon.
Alright, that's a hint. Ow! That really hurt. What the heck hit me? That's a hint that we can get a lot of nanites if we go to a certain place in the not a brothel area here on the Von Braun. I hear another combat bot. Oh no. We get more iridium.
Sir, where are you?
Oh! I think it's a cyber ninja just hitting us with ninja stars over and over again.
Little ones need a lot of care.
This is Xerxes. Tri-Optimum reminds you that there are only 163 shopping days until Christmas. An extra work cycle just twice a week can give you the spending money you need to make this holiday a very special one.
I don't trust toilets from here on out in the game. There's at least 2 instances where if you approach one, it spews toxins on top of you. This guy here is a mini-boss in the sec mod. He's filled with stims, and I believe has a great deal more life, is much quicker, and does more damage than a normal hybrid. That said, it'll still go down quickly to standard 5 double-barrel shotgun anti-personnel rounds.
It's not a question of procedures, really. So many people don't seem to understand.
Hi there. Please make your selection.
Who trusts these colors? I don't like them one bit.
It sounds like she's downstairs, but I think she's right around the corner here. Oh no, I'm wrong. She is downstairs.
You listen to me, you little bitch. Either you disband that little toy army of yours, or some real military is gonna come down there and walk all over your Redicops. You can't possibly understand what our mission is here and the glory of our purpose. If you do what we say, you might have a chance to see the glory of the many. Comply or die, sister. It's that simple.
What's wrong with people? Things go to hell and they think they can just walk over the rules. I'm not opposed to a little vice now and then, but outright theft? Hey! What are you doing over there? Get away from that replicator, you son of a...
I could say lots of things, but I'm gonna hold my tongue.
Hi there. Please make your selection.
Alright, this is too tough for us to hack. We'll just go ahead and mark it.
This is not
No, you know what? I will say.
I'll leave you now.
Very brave of him to take the stance that looting during an emergency is something that you shouldn't do. Can that be done in this year? I don't think so. I don't think that's allowed. All right, that's enough of that, Tim. Okay, so there's one of the numbers that we're looking for. Haha! An actual 4 as well. So, there are 5 total numbers, and they're in various art display terminals strewn about the ship. I actually remember what the code is. It is 19846, I believe. So, I won't need to actually flip through the art terminals to figure out what it is, since I know what it is already. And we've searched everything up here as well. Alright, so that's the mall cleared. Now, there is something else up here, or in this mall area, that we want. And that's this. The next OS upgrade. Now, I normally take cybernetically enhanced. It gives us effectively a free inventory space, 1 extra. Which, well, is that right? No, let's read it properly, Tim. We can equip an extra cybernetic module of some sort if we unlock this. And I took this when I had done this area last time. What else, though, do we have? 1 point of strength and 3 more inventory slots. 1 more point of strength is all we really need. We wouldn't need 3 more inventory slots with 1 more point of strength, but this does both for you. It would allow our damage with our pool queue to be even better. I generally always take, at this point, cybernetically enhanced. The increased damage reduction could be nice, but I feel like that would be something we could take later. Well, we would benefit from it right now. But we have so many healing items at the moment, we're not really in danger of dying. Not really, as long as I pay attention. So I think we will still grab cybernetically enhanced. It's a very nice upgrade. And while we could swap these cybernetic implants without any trouble, this will make it a lot more convenient for me. Now to walk around without needing to do that swap. And I think that's it, viewer. Oh, no, it's not it. We have this area to still do. Sensual stimulation units. In the future...
Taylor found this weird kind of weapon, but he must have used it wrong. Made him sick. Real sick. I stashed the thing on the 2nd floor of the crew annex, and jury-rigged the door lock. Code of 11111. Easy to remember, huh? I also stashed a pile of nanites and some other goodies there. No sense in getting caught with your pants down. Except in this place.
In the future, you'll be able to have relationships with digital people. Can you imagine? Can you imagine if, like, I don't know, ever it became somewhat popular to have, like, digital avatars you could interact with somewhat meaningfully? You know, it'd be interesting. Look, if I'll just say that I don't know if I said this before. I don't think I did. But if Shodan had only decided to make herself a cute anime girl and acted a little lewd, she would have easily controlled everyone on the ship. And probably got them all to fight off the many to serve her willingly, and easily conquered all of Earth without any trouble, based on what I've seen recently, as it were.
Hi there. Please make your selection.
This is a little too difficult. 40 final difficulty and 5 ice nodes. That's with our expert tech attached. We will need a rank of hacking software upgrades, and we'll probably want Cyber 5 to help us with this. So we'll have to come back here for it. How expensive is it?
Hi there. Please make your selection.
It's 20 nanites. That's too expensive for those odds. We'd have to risk crippling it. Nikki's room generally will have about 400 to 500 nanites or so, or it did in the base game. In this randomized mod, it still has a large amount of nanites in it. One of the other ones, I think, also had like 1 or 2 cyber modules. But when I had done this area prior, it didn't have anything special. None of the other ones did. So we will only be hacking into Nikki's room. Can you imagine how popular it would be if, like, you could interact with, I don't know, what are they called? One of the VTuber agencies? And it'd be able to, like, the AI copies their voice and their mannerisms, and then you have an AI run program that acts like them. You can sit in a room and talk with them or something like that. Good God. That's going to happen, like, in another 10 years or so, isn't it? My goodness. Oh, something else I learned, by the way, viewer. If you cannot recycle several things in this mod that feels like they should be recyclable. You can recycle beakers full of worms, but you can't recycle beakers full of the swarm, the flies. You can't recycle those. So that was a really rough discovery, because I ran around with a bunch of beakers and grabbed like 4 of the swarm ammo, thinking it wouldn't matter which one I grabbed, and I couldn't find any grub bits. But no, when I couldn't recycle them, man, that was like 30 minutes of running around with you guys on screen before. So I guess I am kind of glad we get a chance to redo this. Well, anyway, viewer, if this has been playing for about an hour, let's do the standard get back downstairs. We'll do some quick inventory management, and then that will do. We're at 14 cyber modules, so we didn't really get anything to take any up. Or we could take research up a rank, and then finally do the research on the things that we've been holding on to. Oh, that was not what I wanted to pick up. Okay. I think, viewer... How many nights do we have? 74? Before we wrap it up, I think we will go... No, oh, I'm going the wrong way. No, we will not do so. I was going to go get a chemical grafter to grab the iridium and enchant our armor. Upgrade our armor with the iridium so that it drains less energy. We'll start using that, but we'll do that in the future. Let's grab a point of research. Because with that, we can grab the lab assistant, and that will give us the research we need to finally begin researching all of these requires 4 research things. also charge our implants that we have on currently. Alright guys, and that will do. So thank you all for watching. Let's see, where are you? Lab assistant. There you are. We can leave the brawn boost here for a little bit. Alright, there we go. Alright guys, so I'll see you all in the next one. Take care everyone. I may do the research off screen as well, and then we can read about these things when we come back. In fact, I think I will do that. So thank you again for watching everyone, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.